it's another legendary video, so I know you guys have been liking those videos because I've been checking the stats on it, and yeah, I can tell. Now, I'm not really sure how well this YouTube thing works in terms of streaming with this new software that I'm using, but if you're just joining, like I said, we're doing another video where we're revealing another legendary card, so I'm very excited about that, and I think that there's a lot of value in that. So I was just hanging out in our clan chat here, and always donate your cards to your clan members. Speaking of which, I'm actually from the Super SL clan. If you're just checking us out, we're just kind of chilling here. It's pretty good start of a new week, and yeah, so it's pretty good. You can tell I've been kind of waiting for this video. Being in Arena 8 is pretty tricky. Some people get there with ease. They get kind of lucky with their legendaries. But I, for one, I'll tell you right now, I have not gotten to Arena 8 with legendaries. In fact, it wasn't until I got to Arena 8 that I began getting my legendary cards. So it's all pure skill, baby. No, not really. I mean, it's a lot of luck too. I mean, the thing about Clash Royale is that you're going to have your ups and downs. You're going to have win streaks, loss streaks, or lose streaks. But either or, I mean, you're up against some pretty hard opponents. Let me take a look at Arena 7 here. Let's see what we got here. We've got people with legendaries. I think legendaries go down all the way down to Arena 4, but we've got some really creative decks here. Personally, I'm a huge fan of the Lava Hound deck, but this one's a different one. It's not the one that I use. The one that I use specifically is something that uses the Lava Hound more so as a distraction, so that the balloon can do all the murdering. But anyways, before we get started, what I wanted to do is introduce you guys to a really, really epic play. Really interesting the way it kind of came out here, and our feature spotlight is going to be on a person named Cabs in our clan, and they're back to Arena 8, so hopefully they're still there. So we're going to take a look at what he does here. Obviously I've seen this ahead of time, but it goes to show what you can do in terms of strategy. For most of the match, he's pretty much unscathed, right? So we've got our elixir pumps going down, but he just goes off with the with the Royal Giant and followed up with the skeleton. Perfect. You always want to follow it up with a skeleton because, of course, people are coming out with barbs. Now, if you're the one who's trying to counter that Royal Giant, it's probably best that you take some like mini P.E.K.K.A with you or something like that, right? More damage, and hopefully the Royal Giant will die quicker. So we can tell that their opponent's having a hard time here. You've got some goblins down left, Hog Rider to the right. However, he does do a good job by dropping down that quick Tesla and 3 skeletons. The skeleton card was recently nerfed, and he's quite unhappy. He's doing a number on Cabs' troops, but it doesn't really do much because Cabs' towers are still pretty much unscathed. So another elixir pump goes down, and this time we've got an offensive miner attack. So basically this has kind of been a popular strategy where a lot of people will just send their miner out to go attack. Oh, and we've got an Expo here. The Expo recently got a bit of a facelift, and as you can see, he's dropped his barbarians because he's doing his best to protect that Expo. But the Expo can be quickly reset with a zap. So if you've got an Expo tied to, or locked onto your tower, and you happen to have a zap, just zap it, and what'll happen is the Expo will recalibrate itself to point at something else, unless all you have is that tower, which by then you shouldn't be playing it just a zap. So you can tell this Expo user is having a bit of a hard time. He's trying to get through to his tower, not really helping. He's got another one queued up, and of course the Royal Giant. Oh, and look at that! It goes straight for the miner. That's pretty funny. It has no chance to even hit the Royal Giant until it gets to the miner first. So that's literally backfiring. But we've got the Hog Rider on the right hand side that takes out the tower and makes it to the King Tower, as the King takes a while to get his cannon out. Well, it's all for the better, I suppose. So Cabs is going to go ahead and drop another. This guy is very unhappy. He drops another Royal Giant, followed by a Skeleton. I don't understand why he doesn't learn. Maybe there's no other counter for him, but I mean, that's all you can do. And then, of course, you've got one miner heading to the tower and a Hog Rider headed towards that Expo, followed by a Royal Giant. The Royal Giant has been proven to be the exact counter for this particular deck. It even splits up his Barbarians, which is pretty funny. So I can tell right now that's probably just a fireball of frustration, as he's done a number to both his towers. 3, 2, 1, and bam! Cabs takes it home, Supercell wins, and his towers are pretty much unscathed. If you take a look at it, I mean, that's some pretty good watching right there. Another spotlight I'd like to do is one on Wicca here. Wicca's pretty good. He's got some really unique gameplay, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at what he does. What I like about Wicca specifically is his ability to react really quickly. Now, if you're just watching in, we've got someone saying hello on the side there. I'm sorry, I can't even pronounce your name properly, but hello to you too. And we've got, so anyways, he's got a giant and a mini P.E.K.K.A, okay? So it looks like he's got the Infernal Tower, especially if you've got something big and tanky, it ain't gonna work. Because the Infernal Tower really loves to take a number out of your tower here. So, welcome Gavin, saying doing a push. So we're just going over Member Spotlight, and then after that what we're going to do is we're going to talk about getting the next Legendary card, because after all, the theme of this video is actually the unveiling of my 4th Legendary card. I haven't actually gotten it yet, but there will be one revealed in this video. Okay, so we've got a Sparky going. Sparky is one of those cards which I love it and I hate it. It's one of those cards which I've always wanted but never could get for some reason. So we've got a double legendary push countered by a single legendary push on the back. However, this does look like it's a pretty powerful push altogether. However, the that Infernal Tower is doing its job, just kicking its ass all over town. So anyways, that Sparky's going nowhere, and it does not even hit that. Now, if you're just watching, I do want to know kind of where you guys at. Like, what are your levels? What are your arenas that you're at? Are there any particular strategies that you like to follow with your deck? We can definitely talk about them. This is a live stream. I mean, unless you're watching this after I'm done broadcasting, that's another story. But it looks like Wicca's getting damage towards his towers, not really pushing, right? And that's kind of a scary thing, because he's down to the last 60 seconds, and he's not really making too much progress. It seems almost as if that Infernal Tower, comboed with that Fireball, is kind of going to be the bane of the existence here. He did put a late zap, but that's okay. Better late than never. But sometimes late could always cost you. And boom, we've got a reactionary cannon, which is a really good strategy. And of course, this Fireball is way too strong for that Wizard. That Wizard goes out in one hit. So, okay, so from our viewers, we had someone who was in Arena 7 but dropped to Arena 6, and says that the Royal Giant and the Hog is an OP combination. Speaking of that, a Hog is headed down the left lane and doing a number on with his tower. Looks like we're about to go into overtime, and we have a push happening on the right hand side. And Gavin, my friend, is in Arena 4. So do let me know if there's any sort of cards that you guys like using. Okay, so we've got another Hog and another cannon that goes, and yeah, that Hog is going nowhere. Okay, so we've got a tiny push. We've got double Wizards and a mini P.E.K.K.A. The Flame Wizard takes out the Goblins, and it looks like the mini P.E.K.K.A. has made it. It's pretty much GG, and Wicked takes it home with one tower. Not bad, right? 29 seconds left on the overtime clock. By the way, if you like the music that we're playing, we're actually playing some NCS music. Just take a look at the right side of the screen there, and if it's a track that you happen to like, feel free to look it up on YouTube. It's free, and that's some really good stuff. What we're going to do is we're going to take a short break, almost instant, what I feel like, and then what we're going to do is talk about the legendary cards. So let's do that. Okay, so if you're just joining us, we just did a spotlight on some of our members here, and KJ7, I'll talk about KJ7 before we even get into the legendary cards. KJ7 is KJ7 is one of our clan leaders for the Clash of Clans version of Supercell. So he's a pretty cool guy, nice personality, and that's just the way it is. So before we get into the Legendary, I actually wanted to take a look at this replay since it just happened 3 minutes ago. And this is just as new for you as it is to me. So this is taking place in Arena 5. We've got a couple level 8s against each other. And we'll see how this goes. Obviously, this isn't like a pro match. It's kind of like novice, but you'll see some good strategies. So we got a barbarian bunch, and that's followed up by musketeers. It looks like he's got a pretty strong push, especially with the Valk. However, it doesn't look like it's going to do a whole lot, seeing how the Prince and the minions just took out everything else. And he does manage to hit the tower, so that's pretty OP. Princes are pretty scary if you can let them slip through your defenses, but they are easily distracted. Okay, so his towers are unscathed at this point. He's going to go ahead with a giant skeleton, followed up by a balloon. This is really good, but the minions just take it out. It's kind of crazy how fast that happens. So, that giant skeleton does hit the tower, taking out 800 hit points, which is amazing. Okay, so this is a really, really amazing combo, I guess, in that sense. But a defensive fireball takes out the barbarians. That's pretty good. I find that in the later arenas, if you're playing in Arena 8, especially, people still use barbarians, but I'm starting to find that mini P.E.K.K.A.s are starting to become more common in terms of meta. Alright, so we've got a Valkyrie coming down the right-hand lane, and the Prince is just taking it out, and it looks like it'll be charging soon. However, they've both got their they've got their minion hordes coming, and it takes out the right tower. He's doing pretty good. I don't really understand what his description was. Almost lost it, but okay, that was a pretty bad move. Hopefully he can take his, yeah, he got his arrow. But I would have gone with something a little cheaper if possible, but looks like it's just walking the lone road, and it looks like the opponent here is contemplating what card to play. So he goes in with the musketeer, followed up by a fireball. There we go. Well, it looks like that royal skeleton, that giant skeleton is pretty much gone. However, oh, the Prince! Look at that! Look at that! That Prince, though, that Prince! Just, oh my God! Did you see that? It's just unprecedented. Just pushed it like crazy. Got rage potioned, and that skeleton's just moving like crazy. So that's a pretty smart combo. King Tower down to 1,000. Valk, we've got a bit of a push. It looks like KJ7 doesn't really care about the fact that his tower's a little vulnerable, and he gets perfectly countered. And it looks like that tower is going down. Yeah, and there it goes. So it's a pretty much even game right now. He's got a barbarian's head there, and the Prince. The opponent has to deal with that Prince, but it looks like it's too late. The Rage Potion and the Prince is a really good combination. Looks like it could have cost him the game, KJ7, so it's pretty risky. That was a pretty risky play, KJ7, if you're watching this. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Legendary cards. So, every time I do a video about a Legendary, I gotta remind you guys, I got into Arena 8 without any Legendary cards. Not because I refused to gem or anything like that, because I was buying gems to cycle through chests, I was buying gems to open chests, and all that sort of stuff. But, or level up commons and stuff like that. But more specifically, I wait till Arena 8, and I had 0 Legendary cards. Okay, I was not lucky. I almost felt like Supercell had it out for me, specifically. And I know that's a very self-centered way of thinking, but it kind of gets to your head, you know, when everybody below you and above you has Legendary cards, and you're like the only one who's trying to make it in this game, and it doesn't happen. That's essentially what happened to me. So, I worked hard, and I got myself up to Arena 8, and I just hit it up. So let's go ahead and unveil the next Legendary card in the card shop. This is interesting because this is Epic Sunday, so we're gonna see what it is. 3, 2. Oh, but beforehand, let's cause a diversion. No, just kidding. Let's go straight right into it. Now, we do actually have some of our top players in our clan are completely free to play. So if you're one of those players who are having a hard time, let me just give you an example here. Super Hot here has dominated our clan records. I mean, for having the most trophies almost consistently every week. And by far, he is a strategic player. Like, look at the guy. He's got over 1,400 trophies. Mind you, he's got almost every single legendary except for one, right? And but mind you, he's done it without spending a dime on this game. So there is hope for people who don't spend any money on the game. So I believe in you. So let's go ahead and take a look at that card shop. So what we've got here is a Tesla, Barbarian Hut, Infernal Tower, Witch, Golem, and Princess legendary cards. So yeah, the funny thing is about this is that this is pretty much the only way I've been able to get legendaries. I can't open them in chests for some reason. I've bought super magical chests. Actually, if you take a look at my previous videos, I've opened super magical chests. No legendaries whatsoever. And it only gets more expensive the higher in the arena that you go, right? So, I mean, what's there to be said about that? You know, I feel like sometimes the game can be slightly rigged. But anyways, I think what we're going to do is just grab one of these, and we're going to grab one of these. And these are kind of nice cards, I guess. I tend to use them every once in a while for like troll battles and stuff like that. But take a look at that. That is a princess like none other. And I don't even have a princess. So just soaking that in for a sec, I'm just like, wow, you know, this is something that looks really good. Could totally use that in my deck here. So with that being said, without any further ado, let's go ahead and grab this card. Bam! So we've purchased the princess. Now let me tell you something. You can make it to Arena 8. And in Arena 8 is where the legendary cards show up. There it is right there. And essentially that's how I've built my legendary deck. To be honest with you, none of my legendary cards have ever come out of chests. I'm not that lucky. Let's be real here. You can actually save up your gold if you want to, or you can gem and buy gold. I mean, that's always going to be cheaper. I think in terms of Canadian dollars, we're looking around $50 for a super magical chest, which is pretty expensive for a 40% chance. But yeah, it's pretty good. So what we're going to do is take a look. I've got one legendary left, and I can tell you right now that's pretty annoying because I'm more of a completionist. I like to finish my deck, or I guess my collection. So let's take a look at how we can use this. I've heard that the princess is great with the ice wizard. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace my archers, and that way we have this going on right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to try that out and see how they work as a combo. Now I know that the trainer is kind of like a moot opponent. It's not really something that's really that good, but we'll see how it works. We can even do a live match, just so I'm just getting a feel for how this works here. So what I do is I drop the giant here, and if you've got any suggestions, feel free to let me know. Oh man, okay, so gonna have to do some quick thinking here. I do not have any barbarians. Let's go for that. So this is going to be kind of interesting. I'm really hoping I could get this mini P.E.K.K.A. out. I've never seen the trainer do this, right? I've never seen... hey, the Derpsters. I've never seen a trainer do that before. That is incredible. Man, he's just coming at me. This is just insane. Is he going to take out my tower? I mean, yeah, he probably will. Oh, great. And he's got a Hog Rider too. He's just working so hard to get this out. My god. Okay, well, I gotta say, this is a pretty tricky... I don't know if they've intentionally done that, but I do know that the trainers are typically not very challenging. Okay, so that gets taken care of. Wow, that is kind of embarrassing almost. But the princess is working away on that. I'm going to drop a wizard because I know we've got some aerial troops here, which is specifically that dragon. Anything to really keep that princess alive. Plus, man, this This is kind of crazy, almost. And that princess has been taking out that king tower for the longest of all time. I don't even understand why it's still doing that, but... Oh wait, well, we'll just drop a mini P.E.K.K.A. Did the trainer just rage quit? No. It felt like it almost did. that Hog Rider, though. Yeah, I don't know. KCG Gaming, you can get started with Xtreme, anything like that. It's pretty fun and easy to use. I'm just going to end this. I gotta agree with you, the Derpsters. I've never seen the trainer be so aggro. That was very aggressive. I can't even comment on how weird that match was. Should we do a live match with this? I don't know if I've got this down right, but I know that I could probably win with this current deck, which is my Lava Hound deck. But yeah, I don't know. That was a weird training match. Yeah. Hold on, let me just say something there. So, let's get some music up there. You guys see the music okay? So, what we're going to do is, I'm just waiting to see what everyone's saying on YouTube here, if we're going to do a live match or not. So far, we've got one vote for yes. And what we're going to do is we're going to implement that princess with the Ice Wizard. And, okay, so it looks like the majority of everyone who's watching wants to see it, so let's do a live match. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Okay. And good luck to everybody who's watching. I guess it should be good luck to me, but just make sure I'm using the right deck. Yep, okay, we're good. Off we go. So, no real guarantees as to where this is going to go, but let's hope for the best, right guys? So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by building up some elixir. Hopefully our opponent has something beefy to drop. I do have, oh, here we go. So this is my first time using the princess, so I'm not really quite certain how to use it. But all I do know is that it's kind of working a little bit, not really to my favor. But that mini P.E.K.K.A, however, oh god, that was a poorly timed fireball. That was a poorly timed fireball. However, it does help a little to have the giant touching their tower. Level 11 barbarians. This guy's serious. Let's go ahead and see if we can take some of these guys out. Just do a little cleanup here. Wow, his rares are pretty good compared to mine. So what we're going to do is just have that P.E.K.K.A do its work. And drop this. I always see people dropping their princesses at the very back. So I'm merely just emulating what I'm seeing here. And again, we're only here... Oh, wow. Level 8 wizard. Level 2 ice wizard. That's pretty good. And he's gonna take that out. That's fine. Like I said, I'm just testing this card out. Hey, Crevo Carpet, what's up? How you doing? And I'm sure we've probably got some barbarians coming up. So I better drop this Royal Giant. Oh, there they are. Of course. I'm gonna drop that. And maybe that. Hopefully that'll help. Unless he's got a fireball, then I'm kind of doomed. Help out, come on, guys. Let's do this, I need a Royal Giant down. Stab. Come on, you. Oh, great. This might not work out in my favor, guys. Yeah. It possibly could. Don't really know quite yet. Oh, that is painful. That is painful. Did you guys see that? That is the pits. Oh my god. Thank you, Creepo Carpet. I really appreciate that. Oh man, that was challenging. At least I didn't get 3-starred, but holy. 19 hit points. That is ridiculous. Seriously, seriously. Okay, so I say that. Okay, so our clan leaders headed back to Canada, which is always good news. Overall, the princess did pretty good. GG. I was up against some pretty high-end characters like level 11 troops, level 8 rares, and stuff like that. So I think, and we almost took down their tower. It was down to like 19 hit points. So you know what? In terms of strategy, I think it was there. Just got a little overpowered by cards. My cards are really just suited for someone who's not as strong as him. But okay, let's go ahead and try this deck out. I might as well. But so the way this deck works is that you're playing defensively, right? You're playing defensively mainly, and you put down your elixir pumps, okay? And that's basically it. So we'll see how that goes. Hopefully that'll work out. I mean, I haven't played this in a little bit, but we'll see how it works out. So I don't have any of the cards that I'd like to start off with, but that's okay. We're going to see if he starts off with a Hog Rider. I wouldn't actually mind if he did. Oh, we've got ourselves a Furnace here. Yeah, that's not fun. That's going to probably take it out. Yeah. Well, he kind of wasted some elixir doing that. But that's okay by my terms, because I'll take it, really. Here, you'll take those goblins out. I'm really trying to avoid using my my deadly combo, only for the reason that if I use it, then I'm gonna get boned. Oh, we've got a princess here, guys. How about that? Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, take it out, take it out, take it out. Oh, he did not do anything for our favor. So this is kind of interesting, but now we have an ideal lineup. So let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, so the Royal Giant Hog is called, oh, Giant Balloon. Okay, well, he's got this furnace here, which is gonna probably do a number on my flying troops, but that's okay because he doesn't really know what lineup we have set up for us. All he knows is that we have a new card, which is this. It's got a level 10 bomber, which is always nice. Now, one thing I don't like is this light-up that he's got, because it is kind of insane to deal with. I'm going to do my best to just throw whatever I've got at it. And, yeah, that tower's going down. Okay. What I like about his deck in particular is that it takes out, like, it keeps you busy. You know what I mean? It just keeps you busy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work really hard towards pushing for a 3-star at this point, because he's already done enough pretty good damage, I'd say, on this. And see what we can do to oh man, no, you weren't supposed to beat my... It wasn't supposed to outpace... The balloon wasn't supposed to outpace the big guy. So, we're just going to go for an all-out push. This is going to be kind of crazy. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but we'll see what happens here. Will it be enough? Oh. That is way too close. I would like to have a zap for now. Oh, did you see that? The zap was supposed to go down. Oh man, and that would have saved us the match. But whatever, that's totally fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this out here. That was supposed to go down. Oh man, that timing. Could have been lag. I have no idea. But I'm not going to blame it on lag. I'm just going to say the timing was basically it. Yeah, and of course he's going to start off with a emotional taunt. That's okay, because I can always zap them both, and then off they go. That's not a huge problem. And the princess is probably going to do a huge number on my defenses, which is totally fine because I've got a mini P.E.K.K.A. And I know that princesses can't really handle mini P.E.K.K.As that well. So that's fine on that front. We're going to go ahead and try to drop some cheap troops here just to cycle through the deck real quick. He's going to go for that. That's fine. But he does do quite a number on that. Alright, so we're going to take a look. Man, I'm just so frustrated. The last two matches, have you seen that? Last two matches, totally preventable too. Ice Wizards are pretty good cards, I'm going to tell you that. That's for sure. Okay, in terms of how often I stream like this, it's actually somewhat frequently. Recently I've been focusing mainly on unveiling cards and whatnot, just for... let go too soon. I've been unveiling a lot of cards just for the sake of the stream. But let's take a look here. I'm really hoping that I can get something down. I've been playing somewhat defensively, poorly though, but defensively. I'm going to be trying to have a video out, like a live stream every couple days, I'd say. So he's going to send that, I'm going to send that. Some of that, some of that. He's going to take me down. That's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Because we have our main card, which is the Elixir Pump. Okay, let's do our best to get this card out. He was not expecting that, I'm sure. And we're going to have to take that out, hopefully. No, that wasn't enough. And we'll see if that... yeah, that'll take it out. I mean, they're doing all they can to take me out, which is totally understandable. We're gonna go ahead and yes. Funny thing about these cards is specifically the Lava Hound is that if you destroy it, then it ends up taking a lot of your health out, and that's strictly because it's a beefy card. It's not meant to die. If you kill it, all the lava pops will just basically own you. Like look what's going on here, right? So I mean, that's kind of unfortunate in his case, but I mean, it's working, I suppose. And it looks like it's gonna be a draw. Yeah, there we go. So oh well. So that was that. Alright guys, we're planning on making some more videos. Oh, 1 crown, great. We're planning on making some more videos later this week. If there's some topics that you'd like me to do, maybe some counters or some type of pushes or anything like that, do let me know. We do, that was our legendary video of the princess there. But GG. So, and actually, I've noticed something that Molt and like Chief Pat had put on their videos. It's something called Free My Apps or My Free Apps or something like that. Anyways, you end up getting free gems for it. So I ended up trying it myself. And I put a link in the description below if you're interested in getting free gems for Clash Royale. And of course, if you get gems, then you can use that gem to use those gems to buy gold once you're in Arena 8, right? So. Other than that, I do thank you so much for paying attention to this stream, and as amateur it is. But if you like what you see, please like, comment, share, and most importantly, do subscribe. I do look at it every day, and if you leave a comment, I will I will be more than happy to reply to you. And yeah, our next video could be some type of troll decks. Maybe females only or males only, or we could do a politically correct social justice warrior deck. I don't know, for those people who are out there. I'm not a social justice warrior myself, but or we can do something with like I don't know, if they're wearing something with the color yellow, then use that or something like that. I mean, there's so many possibilities out there. But yeah, that's it. So that was the princess card that we ended up getting, and then by the end of this, I think we got one card left. That's it, guys. So I do thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.